Welcome to a new video, and this is where I talk about the movie Fright Night from 2011. And it does not suck. This is a movie that I find it's nothing like, it's nothing like the original, of course, but it somehow is overlooked. And I'm going to talk about that very soon. The reason I want to do this was I did a video before where I talked about Anton Yelchin. And Anton Yelchin's one of those guys, one of those actors to me that I even did a video where I talked about all the actors that I really, really like. And I put them in the likes of Robert Duvall, Brian Kerwin, Robert Mitchum, all these great, wonderful actors. I put them in in there, and I just the coolest thing about this is even before, because as a kid I remember watching Fright Night all the time on my cousin's VHS. My cousin, older cousin, had a VHS of this, and we'd always watch this. Yes, I was one of those kids that would watch there's these hard R vampire, just blood, guts, whatever movie. And the person I always imagined to play Charlie's character, like maybe, a modern version of Charlie, was Anton Yelchin. And, because I remember watching him from Alpha Dog, and I remember House of D, and I really liked this guy. I thought he was just so good and just had this atmospheric, this atmospheric vibe. And that's the reason why Imogen Poots, I show a lot of respect to Imogen Poots, because she has that acting, she has that kind of shtick as well. She has this really wonderful atmospheric vibe with her acting. And that's why at the end, I don't really go, oh, that's gross, this is cringy. Them making love and embracing themselves, I never found that to be weird or strange. And you have a pretty cool cast here. You have Colin Farrell as Jerry, which I agree with what Mike OCP is saying, but it's quite funny seeing him as Jerry. Or he does kind of have the mannerisms as Chris Sarandon. And I don't know why, but if they ever did this, redid this in a way, maybe not use the name, but have this type of character, it would be really funny to see MJF play him. David Tennant as Peter. The whole Russell Brand thing was, he really does have that, and it gets off a little weird, where I just want to fast forward through his scenes. Same thing with Christopher Mintz, McLovin. I know he hates being called that, and I don't blame him, because look what Dustin Diamond was. It's the whole Dustin Diamond, him. The Dustin Diamond Screech thing is basically this, just this. Oh, he's just typecasted, and it's basically McLovin but horror. If you take those aspects out and just keep it to the three, it's not really, again, it's not bad. And you have Toni Collette, which I just love. Lisa Loeb is in this as Evil Ed's mom. Dave Franco's in this. Chris Sarandon is in this in a scene. And rumor has it, Steven Spielberg did some like help with certain parts of the movie. So, you know, again, and the funniest thing is I decided to post this in August instead of October because there's two things. When this was released, it was released in August. And the thing is, when this came out, it came out the same exact time I lost my house during Hurricane Irene. And I remember Albert, my cousin, kind of took me to the he kind of made it where it's okay. It's going to be all right and everything's going to be all right, and he took me to the movies. And this was the movie we seen. So that was a very, it's very probably one of the most important parts of my life. For especially this, you lost your the place you grew up. You lost the place that you basically lived your life. 16 years of your life, and 15 years of your life, and your cousin just is by your aid, and he's like, this hot blonde's gonna be in it. Let's go see this. This looks fucking awesome. And he took me, and we had a good time. And it was just it very one of the most probably one of my favorite times of my life. That's one of the reasons why I kind of call it very, I just show more respect to the movie. Very sentimental. So, at least in my opinion, I always like this. And Imogen Poots, or Amy, will get her own video soon. Kind of plugging the next episode of Childhood Thoughts. So, can't wait for that. And that's that, folks.